Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to TEC semifinals. Yes, I know. I never thought I would be here either. But we are here up against Jake and public enemy number one. If you can see, as his team right here, he's got like all the busted guys. We're going straight into this guy. I actually I have a lot of time. I can take my time here. I'm chilling. But yeah, we are facing Jake in the semifinals. The other semifinal game between Oren and Amarillo is already finished, and Oren will be in finals. So whoever wins this game will be joining Oren. I've never been in finals. I've never been in playoffs before, but we definitely do want to make it to finals and win. Might as well go all the way. Um, and so, if you look at Jake's team, um, yeah. So there's a lot here. Um, when prepping, I'm pretty sure it was unanimous between me, Oren. Oren helped me prep a little bit, and even Jake after the game. We all agreed that he pretty much mandatorily had to bring, or at least he and I, yeah, Jake and I mandatorily agreed that Absol, Gliscor, Pex, Melmetal, and Lele like all had to come. Like they were super good against me. Um, and then the last slot was kind of up to consideration. Oren thought offensive Gorgas would come. I thought Webs would come. This guy's like super bad, but then the other two are really good. Actually, Chansey's not that bad. But a problem for him is Hoopa, and he has like enough guys where Hoopa's not too big of a problem. For example, he could make a team comprised of like these five guys right here, and then I like can't switch in, or he doesn't need to switch out of Hoopa. And even if he does have this guy, he potentially just runs Pin Missile, which is what I thought he was gonna bring. I thought he was gonna bring Pin Missile, and then this guy I need to hit a Focus Blast, or he can run Choppleberry. Or yeah, Choppleberry, right? Yeah. So Hoopa was good this game, but like kind of not good. Glasgow was gonna be faster than Hoopa, so he can kill with U-turn. Um, the only reason Chansey like wasn't super good is because the more mons he has that are slower than Hoopa, the more chances Hoopa gets in, and then Chansey like lets me flip turn out and get Hoopa in, or Victini in. Victini's really good this game. Um, Scarf Tini after chip will 2-hit KO Gliscor. As soon as Pex or Gliscor is gone, Bolt Strike or Fire Move will open up a lot. Um, what else? I didn't think Huron would come, just because I thought it wasn't as good as Webb's. But you'll see. I like it's really tough because my team sucks. Like it's really bad. Out of the good mons on my team, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All the other mons are bad, right? Like Hoopa or Blastoise sucks. Crobat's okay. These two are awful, and then these two they're good, but like not really. So it was tough going in just because I felt really limited. And Jake's team is public enemy number one. Like I said, like look at this, absolutely disgusting. Like almost made me vomit several times prepping. Um, I don't think I pulled up Showdown, so I'm gonna do that really quickly because I'm trolling. Oh yeah, I look at this. Everyone gets to admire that. Um, as I go ahead and try find. All right. So, as you can see, we brought Vic Teeny, Scarfy Teeny, V Create, Bolt Strike, Blue Flare, U-turn. Blue Flare is for Melmetal in case he's that Iron Defense set. He can't boost his Spadef, and so Blue Flare will like do 85% or something like that. So I need a little bit of chip, but it can do it. Garchomp is SD Dragon Fang. After +4, funnily enough, it actually has like a couple instances where it can get to +4, and then it will sweep after a skill shot, which is really cool. Yeah. Blastoise is physically defensive with a little bit of special attack. This Mon is so bad. Okay, it needs to come just because I will lose to Melmetal off preview, but if I could not bring it, I wouldn't. Dark Pulse, Aura Spear, Rapid Spin, Flip Turn. Spin is because webs are super bad. If webs go up, I kind of lose. And so, yeah. Next is our anti-Gliscor. So if he's running enough speed to outspeed and kill Sukuna, Giga Impact after +2 Life Orb will kill. Even if he's running like more physically phys def, it's like 40% roll in his favor. So he has like a 60% chance to live, but even after that, he's at like 2%, which is really good. Like I said, as if we get rid of Gliscor, it opens up Victini a lot. It opens up Garchomp a lot. So it's really good for that. Trick Room, Hoopa Unbound with Rosella Berry is an end game plan. Hyperspace, Drain Punch, Psychic to kind of hit his team. Psychic actually abuses his Psychic terrain, which is cool, which helps with Gliscor after a little bit of chip. And then next we have offensive Clefable with Moonblast Thunder. It's just 3 attacks offensive, which is really good against him. This speed outspeeds most variants of Melmetal that I think he'll be running. Clefable is pretty bulky on its own, so it doesn't need too much bulk, but it has just the rest of it after the speed creep. And yeah, this is the 6 we're going to be rocking with. Obviously, it's like the 6 mons that are actually good on my team, aside from this guy. This guy has to come. Mega Blastoise, so bad, dude. I'm never, ever, ever, ever using Mega Blastoise, like, ever again. It's so awful. Genuinely one of... Oh, protagonist viewpoint. Genuinely one of the worst mons I've ever had the experience of using, ever. Like, I've never been impressed by Blastoise Calc. I've never been impressed by Blastoise performance other than against Orange, but that doesn't count. And so right off the bat, you can see he has pretty much exactly what I thought he was going to bring, except the Kyurem. I thought the Kyurem would be Galvantula, because now, look, he has kind of a hard time breaking Stoice. But yeah. So, looking at the lead matchup, I go ahead and decide that... What did I think? I thought Melmetal was safe for him. Actually, I thought Gliscor was safe for him. Did I? I forgot what I thought was safe for him. This is a while ago. What did I think was safe? Yeah, I thought Gliscor was safe because it matches pretty. Yeah, it matches well against everything. So I could lead Blastoise, but Blastoise is also like really bad if I let in Kyurem. And so it's not like a hard play for him to make. So I believe I go ahead and just lead Clef. Yeah, so I lead Clef because Clef was pretty much a safe lead, 100%. Unless he led the Melee, in which case I can just go Stoice and get my Mega off. But at least Kyurem's not let in right now. So turn 1, already, it was already a sign that I wasn't following Prison Lock because I overthink turn 1 immediately. And so I have a Thunderbolt, Moonblast, and what was it? A Flamethrower, right? And Absol right now can carry, it can like knock me off, which is like kind of annoying, but then it risks getting Moonblast. It can Iron Tail me, but I live anyway, and he doesn't know my set, so he could think I'm defensive. And then if he misses Iron Tail or hits it and I just live anyway, he just loses his Absol, and Absol's pretty good this game to revenge Garchomp after I'm boosted. Even Lycanroc, because if you look at his team, he needs to be Scarf Lele or Scarf Kyurem to beat Lycanroc. And so this thing is really important for him in the end game. So I don't think he's going to risk it. And that gives me 2 options on whether he's going to switch into Melee or Pex. I go ahead and think he's going to switch into Melee. Just because damage on Stoice is really good. Because if he switches into Melee on a Moonblast here, he takes like 0%. I'm forced to Blastoise, he can double into Kyurem, and then like look at my Kyurem switch in, right? Like, oof, that's rough. So I overthink turn 1 right away. It's pretty much, is it going to go Melee, is it going to go Pex? Plus if he's Thunder Punch on Melmetal, it's like really bad for Blastoise. So I go ahead and Flamethrower here to prevent Melmetal from coming in free and Pex lives. Does 0. I Thunderbolt and get the para here as he Toxics, which does nothing because I'm Magic Guard. Melee comes in here, I should have Flamethrowered, but I Moonblast. I don't know why I did that. I think I did that thinking Gliscor was going to come in. Because Thunderbolt, it was a 50-50 again. If I Thunderbolt to kill the Pex, and he goes Gliscor, nothing happens. And if I Moonblast, or if I Flamethrower into the Gliscor, I should just Flamethrower it, I'm pretty sure. There's no reason not to. The worst Pex can do is like knock me off. So I should have Flamethrower there. That was a misplay. I have to go into the Blastoise here, or else I'll just lose all my guys. So Blastoise takes like 1,000,000% because it's a bad mon. I go ahead and Dark Pulse, I believe, because he can't switch into 2 Dark Pulses now at the chip. Yep, so Dark Pulse brings Pex down. I believe I should have Flip Turned here, but I Dark Pulse again. I should have Aura Sphere or Flip Turned. That would have been like super pog by me, but I don't. And then here, I do some math. I do a little bit of mathematics, and he's got two options. He can freeze dry, or he can earth power. Freeze dry will take care of Blastoise. Earth power takes out Victini, which could come in on the ice move, or he can ice beam hard and just like catch one of my guys, but there's no reason to. And so I should have, like, I'm thinking here, Blastoise's HP is important for Melmetal, because if I lose that, I'm like in big trouble kind of. But I think hindsight, I should have just stayed in Orseard. I go ahead and swap into Clefable, thinking he's Specs. Obviously, he is Specs, but then he reveals Modest, and I'm like, shoot, I just lose my Clefable now. So I lose Clefable. I did think, though, he could be Modest, and I tried to figure out what I wanted to sack. I need Hoopa's HP to take on Lele with Roselli Berry Laking, because I just get cleaned by Scarf Lele. Lycanroc is good to remove Gliscor. I need Lycanroc to get rid of Gliscor, or get him low for Trick Room Hoopa in the end game. Garchomp is still like a really good win con, assuming things go correctly, and Blastoise is like good so I don't lose to Melmetal. But I could have just stayed in, and then Teeny's obviously good. So Clef goes down, which really sucks because I'll show you later like why that's not good. So Lycanroc comes in here. Now that he's revealed Modest and Specs, and this is why Clef is like super good here, because I just can double into Clef here, and then I get the freest move ever. So I SD here, and now this is like, I'm getting super pumped because I'm gonna lose my Lycanroc here, but Gliscor dead is super good for me, dead or low, and then I miss Giga Impact. And let me tell you, bro, in a playoffs game, when something like this happens, it's absolutely demoralizing. Like, it's impossible to play 100% correct after that. So I go in, I'm like trying to figure out what to do, right? I'm trying to keep a calm head, but obviously you're not going to play as well as if it was hacks free. And that was pretty much the game. There's no way really for me to break Gliscor and Pex anymore. Like, it's just kind of tough. I mean, I do, but he has to choke. So I SD with Garchomp here on the U-turn. I'm just like, I shouldn't have done that, but I also can't hit Gliscor. Absol comes on here. I'm like worried about Ice Beam and everything. He Ice Beams obviously, so I bring in Blastoise and I flip turn out. I believe I flip turn out. Yeah, I flip turn out. I take Rocky Helmet. So Blastoise now can't switch into Melmetal. I already can actually, but Melmetal is too healthy. Garchomp comes in. I sub up on the Garchomp so that I can live this double Iron Bash hit, unless he crits, of course. And then then something interesting happens where I have a pretty good chance that I'm playing around the fact that this Absol could possibly not be, what do you call that, dude? Sucker Punch. And Earthquake can really chunk it. So if I have a speed boost here, he's like forced back in the Gliscor, and I can try to do something. So I go ahead and Scale Shot, but I miss because of course I do. And then he Ice Punches me, and then Ruffskin, and Ruffskin will take it to 3%. Stoice comes in here. It doesn't super matter, but it does really suck because Garchomping alive would have helped a lot with Kyurem. Like, I needed it for Kyurem. Lele comes in here, and I go ahead into Victini, thinking he's going to Moonblast. I got the read right, but, you know, it doesn't really matter. I use two here on the Pex, because Pex is super obvious. Then I bring in my Hoopa. And so the game's pretty much lost, but, like, I can kind of win sometime. I mean, you'll see. So, I trick him here. If Gliscor is low, I kill this Gliscor right here. But I don't kill the Gliscor, and now I take 1,000,000%, and it can no longer trade damage on Lele. So that sucks right here. This is where the damage, even if it didn't kill, the damage like really matters here, because he's gonna be like right here. Psychic will just kill, and then I have 3 turns of Chick Room. I live a Sucker Punch. I can't even Sucker Punch because Terrain is up. I can Drain Punch this. I can Hyperspace that. I can live, and then I can Psychic this, and then I Drain Punch that. So. But now there's just not enough turns anymore, and so the game could have gone down a little bit different because I'm healthy here, like I'm at 100% without the damage. This mon's already gone, so he has to bring in one of these guys, and I'm healthy, so it sucks. I go ahead and Drain Punch here, thinking, oh, he might want to, like, there's no way for me to win anymore, so I Drain Punch, like playing off the choke, hoping he goes Absol on the Psychic move, but he just U-turns me away and I die. But it doesn't really matter. I go Lele here. I Dark Pulse to get a little bit of damage. And Zap uses nothing. And then Victini comes in here to V-Create. And so I get one more. But yeah. So, like, as you can see, I'm Scarf. So, and he doesn't have Sucker Punch. And even if he did have Sucker Punch, there's 3 turns of Terrain. So, assuming Gliscor is dead here, and since this is Modest, I literally V-Create the Absol. And then I V-Create Kyurem, and then I win. even if Lele is. So it really sucked because Glass score being low really helped Hoopa in the end. Um, but of course it I got crit or I missed, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, that's gonna be the end of the season. Um, I'm not like super disappointed. I am disappointed that we didn't make it to finals, but I'm not like I'm definitely not happy with the end result. Um, regardless, like obviously hacks came to play. Obviously, at the beginning, the first few turns we didn't play as well as we could have. But it doesn't really matter, right? Like losing is losing. So hopefully we're able to come back next season. However, next season I think the division is going to be a lot more stacked. So we'll see what we can do. Not a great season because we didn't win. But yeah, hopefully next season goes better. And that's going to be all I have for today. Good luck to Jake in finals. Finals game is already over actually. But I'm not going to spoil who won because I think Or and them are going to make a video or something like that. But yeah, good GG's to Jake. He was cool about like the hacks and everything. He totally got it. And obviously I didn't play as well as I could have after the miss, but it is what it is. Hopefully next season we get another shot. But yeah, GG's to Jake. That's going to be all I have for today. Goodbye. God bless and have a great day.